begin the bottom of the fifth. Lifted down the line in left. Pena is after it. Makes the play, one away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point for one in the ball game.
Nope, that's a ball.
And that misses, ball one. One run, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Frazier ranges to his left. On to first, and very quickly two are gone in the home fifth.
Now batting, third baseman.
Settling in now, Darwin so far. First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Josh Bell the next to hit. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
It's 2 balls and a strike to Josh Bell. The 2-1 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Winker is over. 1 out. Digging in and looking for more is Manny Tomas. He doubled his last time through. First offering on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Hamilton. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
And he'll be back in standing up. Two and 0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. Ubaldo Jimenez enters the ball game to replace the starter, and some may feel he was pulled a bit prematurely.
Yeah, and I'm sure the lefty wants to stay out there too. But this is one of those situations where the manager felt it was time to start playing the matchup game. With the right-handed batter up next, they're hoping this right-handed pitcher gives them a better chance to get an out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Under it, Jeanette. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Now the first pitch from Jimenez. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Pirates strand a couple. Still tied 1 apiece. Tucker Barnhart is out of the dugout now as it appears he'll hit for the pitcher Jimenez.
Tucker Barnhart.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. 2-0 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Billy Hamilton. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Right side. Bell scoops it up. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jimmy Childers.
Digging in to try it again, Jimmy Childers. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. All square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Michael Lorenzen will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 21, Michael Lorenzen.
Ready for another chance? Jonas Pena will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
The pitcher, number 39, Chad Kuhl.
Ready once again, Chad Kuhl. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's set and the pitch. Runners on the move for second. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And, that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Ready for another shot now, Darren Doby. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's a fastball upstairs, 1-0. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
2-2, here it is. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here, 3-2 with 2 away.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Hit on the ground out to short. Childers takes it in. And a low throw to first, but Votto's able to come up with it. Fine play there to end the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score remains tied 1-1. stepping in and ready for another shot. Joey Votto. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. The 1-1 home. Popped up. Frazier is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now for the Reds, Scooter Gennett. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 30.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Devin Mesoraco. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Daniel Hudson takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Standing in now, Jesse Winker, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the face.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
And it's fouled away. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in once again, Patrick Kivlahan, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
Mesoraco at second, Winker at first, 2 out in the inning. That misses, 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good work there from the Pittsburgh bullpen. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wandy Peralta will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ken Cabrera is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Josh Bell the next to hit. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is fastball down below the knees. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
3-0 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. The 3-1 pitch. It is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing. So that's ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Here's Yasmani Tomas, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit in the air to shallow center. Hamilton comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Up next for the Buccos, Adam Frazier. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. From the stretch. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. No balls and 1 strike.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Heading out towards shallow right. Cabrera on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Pirates leave one. Still tied 1 apiece. Striding in once again. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's 2 for 4. Line softly toward the hole. And Barney's aboard here. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati. Coming to the plate now, Ken Cabrera. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Down the first baseline. Ready on 1 and 2. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And the runner will score from second. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, Jubal. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Joey Votto goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Childers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9th inning coming up. It's the Reds 3 and the Pirates 1. Raisel Iglesias comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's David Freese to stand in. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's just 1 for 6.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Here now the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
How about it?
Stepping in now, Jonas Pena. Bouncer down the line. Going to be a tough play. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
How about it?
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
Curtis Granderson will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Curtis Granderson.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Granderson, often referred to as the Grandy man. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starling Marte. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. In there for strike 1. A wave and a miss. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders. And this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
The 1-2. towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. So a big moment here, and standing in, Darren Doby, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Reds have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Cincinnati came through late, taking the lead in the eighth to secure the victory. Wandy Peralta earns his third win of the year in relief. Raisel Iglesias closes the door for the save, his 10th. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.
Downtown Toronto and the Rogers Center, the home of this edition of Baseball on the Show. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. Runner-up and winner in AL MVP in 2015, Trout and Donaldson next. Marco Estrada gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
And now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway now here at Rogers Center as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Pence has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Vero, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Ready now for L.A. Lane Adams comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And that misses inside 1-0. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Roll, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, center fielder number 20.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. First offering on its way. Ripped down the line, and that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
And this one gets away. And over to third now is the runner.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Trout on third with 2 out. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Angels leave 1. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Now in the box, Kevin Pillar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Archer will take it himself for the first out of the inning. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Digging in, Devin Travis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Lays off 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
That's inside. 2-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Here's Justin Smoke now. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Smoke is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit. Smokes this one into deep center field. Trout is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. In to score, the runner from third.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 13 for him on the year. And the Jays have moved out in front, 3-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 1 strike now from Archer. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left on base. Second inning coming up from Toronto. The Jays lead it 3-0. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jose Abreu. He has no prior history against this pitcher.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
At the knees, strike 1.
jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's C.J. Cron now, and he's looking to turn the page. The bat's been ice cold over the last 8 or so ball games. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So here is Avisaíl Garcia. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First pitch of the at bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Pence calls for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Brandon Phillips. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past.
Brandon Phillips.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Couldn't quite time the breaking ball there as this is fouled away off to the right. Strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Phillips, a former Cincinnati Red. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Pence is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Jays, Hunter Pence. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
2-0 now.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Steve Pearce, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. 3-1.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Here's Steve Pearce now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out. Archer comes set. First pitch on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Holman is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Soft liner to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Devin Travis. First pitch on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they lead it 3-0. Back here in Toronto for the start of the third in this one, as you get a look at the famous CN Tower there in the distance. Digging in the switch hitter, Tomas Telis, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is skied into short left center. Gregorius into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Lane Adams. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Telis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Telis rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-run game.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Into center field. Line drive base hit. And that'll plate the run from second as the lead shrinks to 1 at 3-2 now.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back standing. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Abreu. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 2 out with the man at first. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
The 0-1 on its way. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
You know, D-Row, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
In now, Avisail Garcia, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
That's a big run standing there at 3rd, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
The 1-2. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Pilar's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Stepping in for the Jays, Josh Donaldson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Donaldson, commonly known as the bringer of rain around the game. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Hit to short. Taken in by Simmons. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin.
Digging in to try it again. Justin Smoke picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's 1-2.
Count 1-2.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
That was a pretty good changeup in his last at-bat when he hit the home run. That was a changeup away that he drilled to the opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap. That was a great piece of hitting.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Now here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. Home loves it, and he'll step on. The bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see Brandon Phillips lead things off on the other side. 3 innings complete, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. And there, in fact, is Brandon Phillips now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. Up middle and off his leg. And they are able to get the out at first, but more importantly, let's hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Ready for another chance? Tomas Talib. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. There's a strike to Lees, a 5'8" switch hitter. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Holman over to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pilar will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. Through 3.5, we're all even at 3 apiece. Next to bat for Toronto, Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is a slider looked at and called a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. He'll come into play here at 319. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking deep.
Garcia has a read on it. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Steve Pearce. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Scorched to third. Moustakas is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 4 full, and we are ready for another shot now. Lane Adams get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna giving chase. One down. So the base is empty here with one away. And standing in, the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Ozuna. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Number 17 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you one lapse, one bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. Here's a high pop-up. Smoke waits on it. He's got Got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Abreu. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked in one yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Count now, a ball and a strike. One and one, here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Angels do get one. Standing in, Mike Ullman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Ready once again, Devin Travis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Grounded back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So the 2-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next.
Third baseman number 20.
So coming to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Garcia is over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays digging in once again. C.J. Cron. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. The 2-0. 3-0 now.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Here it is, the 3-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
And this is taken in for out number 1.
The right fielder number 31.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Lifted in the air out towards left center. On the move is Ozuna. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready now for L.A. Brandon Phillips 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Wayne Neal takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 30, Dwayne Neal.
Tomas Telis will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll stand in against Chris Archer to get the inning underway.
Justin Smoke.
First offering on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Archer looks in. 0-1 on its way. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here off the bat of Justin Smoke, number 11 for him on the season, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Adams comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now, if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looked so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning straight ahead, but first let's take a look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of baseball. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Left fielder, Lane Adams.
In now for the Angels, Lane Adams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Hit down the third. Oh, it's off the third base bag. A dive, but he can't make the play, and it's down the left field line. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Mike Moustakas. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Angels lead 1. Here's Steve Pearce now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Designated hitter, Steve.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro. The 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Mike Ullman. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. There's a strike. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting. Center fielder.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Pillar. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, batting at an even .400. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Pillar is a .270 hitter. A respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Another 0-2 home. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. 0-2 once more. It's a curveball taken low for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down.
Your attention, please.
Riding in once again, Jose Abreu. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. On the move is Ozuna. He's got it 1 away. Ready once again, C.J. Cron. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard ground ball to third. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Here's a high pop-up. Smoke is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Devin Travis. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
0-1 the count. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Behind 0-2 now. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box, Justin Smoke. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. This game's all tied at 4. Ready for another chance? Brandon Phillips. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 home. In the air out toward right field. Travis ranging into shallow right. Makes the play. 1 away. Ready for another shot now. Tomas Telis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. Smoke scoops it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting,
In now is Andrelton Simmons. First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A solo shot here to left. And it's now a 1-run ball game. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty D, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Stepping in now, Lane Adams, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. To 2-2 now. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Travis charging this one, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. And some dramatics here in the top of the 9th as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays, and it's now 5-4 Angels. Here's Didi Gregorius, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Craig Kimbrell enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 1 for 5. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward the right side. Garcia is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Final strike for the Blue Jays. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Los Angeles came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Yusmeiro Petit earns his third win of the year in relief. Craig Kimbrell hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance at the Rogers Center this afternoon, 50,516. The Blue Jays thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.